So in this video, we are going to discuss the first question of legal methods. The first question is define the term law. Speaking of the definition to the term law, it is important for us to first understand the meaning and introduction to the law, and then to understand the object and importance, and then we'll deal with the definitions given by the different jurists. Coming to the introduction to the law, law is nothing but an instrument. It is an instrument. It is an instrument which regulates the human conduct. It is an instrument which regulates the human conduct. Law can also be called as set of rules. It is also be called as set of rules and regulations. Law can be called as the justice, morality, reasons, order, righteousness from the point of view of society. So law means rules, regulations, set of behavior which is expected for a human to uh, behave in a society. Now, coming to the law from the legal parlance, law from a legal parlance is a statute, is an act, regulation, orders, ordinance. This is the meaning to the term law from the legal point of view. Speaking of objects of law, what are the objects of law? First object of law is to maintain the order. Second is to protect the liberty, protect the freedoms given to the citizens, and then to establish the standards and to resolve the disputes. And speaking of what are the importance of the law, law is important in a society. For a society to run smoothly, it is important to have a well structured legal system in a society. As we all know, there are three organs to the government. One is legislature, other one is the executive, and the third one is judiciary. These three organs are to function independently. Like there's a concept of separation of power. Each organ of the government must run independently, and this independence of the judiciary will also be ensured by the law. And the main function of the law is to make the society to run smoothly. For a society to run smoothly, all the three organs of the government must work independent of each other. Now, coming to the main answer to the question, definitions to the term law. Speaking of the first definition given by Austin, Austin is also called as father of imperative school. Father of imperative school. Austin emphasizes on studying the law as it is, that is positive law, that is called as positive law. Now we'll understand the meaning to the definition. One is command. Law, according to Austin, is a command backed by sanction. For this, we'll give you one example. People in a society do follow the traffic rule for a reason. They follow the traffic rule because they're scared of the punishments. If the traffic rule is not followed, they are going to be punished for the same. Now, here, the example what I emphasized, from this we'll understand the meaning to the Austin's definition. So, law, according to Austin, is a command. Command, it's a kind of a command which is given by a people in power. That is, it is a command which is given by sovereign. It is a command given by sovereign, that is people in power. And if not followed, if the command is not followed, then there is going to be a penalty. Then there is going to be a sanction. Sanction means penalty. So according to John Austin, law is a command, order given by people in power, backed by sanction means if not followed, will be punished for the same. That is, law is a command backed by sanction. Austin is famous for his positive school. And the second very important definition is the definition given by Salmon. Speaking of Salmon's definition, Salmon says law is a body of principles. It is a body of principles. It's a body of principles not only recognized, but also applied. It is not only recognized, but also applied by the state in administering the justice. In administering the justice, they are not only going to recognize, they are going to recognize and also apply the given principles. It's a body of principles, it's a body of laws, it's a body of regulations, which is recognized, at the same time applied by the concerned states in administering the justice. In administering the justice, it's a very important definition. Salmond was a jury, he was a jurist of New Zealand, where he have given a lot of definitions. They have contributed a lot to the development of the law. We find philosophies and the several definitions of Salmon in almost all the concepts. Even in the thought, we find the definition of the Salmon. Even in law, we are finding the definitions of the Salmon. So the Salmon emphasizes it's a body of principles, not only recognized but also applied by the state while administering the justice in their concerned um, state. Then comes third definition, Savigny. When we talk about Savigny, Savigny is famous for his Olgist theory. Savigny is a father of historical school. Savigny defines the law as, for him, it's not a product of direct legislation. It's not something which is given by the legislation. Rather, it is a result of custom. It's a result of some unformulated uh, unformulated opinion. So according to Olgist, it's the general will of the people. It's the general will of the people, which is law. So Olgist is a theory given by Savigny. According to Savigny, law is not a product of the legislation, rather, it is a result of the custom and some unformulated principles, unformulated opinions. Coming to the fourth definition, Kelsen is famous for his pure theory of law. According to Kelsen, law is nothing but a rule which is to be followed. According to him, law is something which defines the rule to be followed rather than describing it. It does not seek to describe as to how the law should occur. It only says what rules to be followed. And Kelsen have called constitution to be a grand norm. If you take up any competitive exam in your future, this kind of questions can come. They'll ask you a question. The concept of Grunbaum was emphasized by Dash. It is Kelsen. Kelsen is the one who propounded a pure theory of law, where I have called constitution to be a grand norm. That is a basic norm, a law to be followed. Okay, this is all about the definition part of the law. If you have any questions, comments, you can contact us to the number given. All the best for your upcoming exams.